This episode of the Rewatchables is presented by State Farm. Whether you're debating watching that award-winning sports drama or rewatching your comfort buddy comedy movie for the 10th time, choices are important. When it comes to choosing coverage, a State Farm agent can help you find options that are right for you. Go online at statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to get help from one of their local agents like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. All right, taping this on a Friday afternoon. Chris Ryan is here. You've seen him on The Watch.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen him in a bunch of Ringer properties.
Uh-huh.
Sean Fennessey.
Hi.
Host of The Big Picture. Mystery Project. I just told you to show up. I didn't tell you what it was about. No computers, no notes. So what did you think this was?
There's always the possibility of a surprise guest with you. You sometimes dangle a surprise guest.
You were worried about Chalamet. Like
Chalamet's in England, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So I was pretty certain he wasn't going to be here. Also, if Tim Chalamet came on the show, I think you'd keep him all to yourself, right? You guys have a lot to talk about.
Who knows? I'm a pretty generous guy.
And then the other possibility I was considering was doing a Rewatchables blind, not knowing what we were going to do.
We've always talked about it. It's been almost exactly 10 years since we did Heat in my little pool house.
Or a Rewatchables mailbag.
Really good guess. What'd you think, Sean?
I thought you were shooting a porn here, and you wanted us to see how it works. And I've never been on a porn set, so I thought that would have been exciting.
You wanted me and Sean to start Heated Rivalry?
Pod Studio Porn. Yeah, Heated Rivalry podcast.
I honestly have no idea. I thought you mentioned this when we were here with Cameron Crowe last week. You were like, I got something I want to do with you. Can you stick around afterwards? And then we ran long. It didn't work out.
That was a different idea.
Okay.
Yeah, this one needed
the last
CR.
idea I had was merch haul. Like that you had some sort of merchandise haul that you wanted to show off and unbox or something.
Merch haul.
An unboxing.
Like a eBay haul or maybe some physical media, something like that.
No, none of those are the answers.
If 5-year Oscars?
Nope.
Okay.
So Sean did the 25 for 25.
Oh, shit.
It's almost done.
Okay. Yes.
How many are left?
2 more.
2 more.
Number 2 and number 1.
What was number 3?
Number 3 was 25th Hour. Very controversial.
That it was that high?
Yes. But one of my favorite movies of all time.
I know. And you weren't on the Rewatchables for it, which wasn't intentional. I don't remember why that happened.
Who was on the Rewatchable?
I don't remember. I don't remember anything we've done.
I think it was Wesley.
I put a lot of thought in this. I made a list. I moved stuff around. I went crazy. My 50 most rewatchable movies of the 21st century.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm going to tackle them from 50 to 1. And most important, they're just mine. This is my list.
I have a million questions.
Yeah.
First question, how many of them have appeared on the show already?
Probably somewhere between 80 and 85%.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'll give you some caveats. Ineligible. So I was thinking about the movies I've rewatched the most since 2000, right? Or 2001, because the 21st century starts in 2001.
We fudged that, but yeah.
Did you fudge it?
Yeah.
Did you use the 2000 movie?
We used I think we had one 2000 movie, but I forget what
legal.
it is. I know, I've heard this.
Belongs to the last century.
You're right. We should have done it in 2024, but whatever.
So one of my things is no 2000 movies.
Okay.
Belong to the last century. So you don't get Castaway, you don't get Almost Famous, you don't get Gladiator, you don't get Remember the Titans.
Yep.
Whole bunch of them we don't get.
Yep.
I thought with the whole movies I've watched the most or wanted to watch the most or have jumped into the most, there's a nebulous thing with my wife who I've been dating and then married, but we've been together since 1998. There's movies she's watched that have been on, but I wasn't necessarily watching them. So I'm going to rule out The Holiday.
Okay. One of the worst movies of the century.
That movie's been on all the time in my house, and Love Actually is another one.
Okay.
Basically, all the Nancy Meyers movies, my wife's watching those. I'm kind of jumping in and out, but I'm not.
Okay.
Those aren't my choices.
So in case there was like a Nielsen audit of like what is actually played in the Simmons house the most,
people would be like, "Where's The Holiday?" It should be like 8.
Wife had The Holiday up on the big screen. You have Pacers Bucks on the little screen.
There's sometimes when you're the offensive coordinator, but then the head coach says, "I'm going to call the fourth quarter here," and that's a whole genre of movies. I didn't include.
So you're saying in these scenarios, your wife is Dan Campbell.
This is me. This is me. What the heart wants. What the heart wants. I watched this 3 weeks ago. I can't believe I'm watching this again.
Right.
I haven't seen this in 9 months. It's time.
This is the CR, by the way. CR famous for he goes to a restaurant, he and his wife, they love it, and then 3 days later they just go back. They're like, I want
And
to
he gets
keep
the
going.
exact same food.
They had a great experience.
I like to. It's usually an atmosphere thing. It's a feeling. It's
interesting.
not necessarily
Not the food.
meal. Yeah.
Oh,
I left out documentaries.
okay.
I don't know if that's fair or unfair.
We did the same thing. We didn't do any docs.
I just think that's a different argument. I left out a couple of my son's favorite movies that I've watched a ton of times with him, but that were always his choice or him trying to watch it. So I want to give a shout out to Mid-90s, his favorite movie of all time.
Jonah Hill.
And Big Time Adolescence, his other favorite movie of all time.
Wow.
That I would not have on this list. There are other ones that we've watched together a bunch of times, but those are always his choices.
I would love to know Ben's letterboxed for.
Are there any other movies on your list that are streaming first, like Big Time Adolescence was? Because then that movie goes like straight to Peacock.
There's a couple on the list, but this is my last caveat. It's tougher for the newer ones.
Yeah.
I found as I made the list, I was favoring stuff from 2001 through 2010 and the 2010s. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
That movie came out right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I've spent enough time with it yet, and I thought it would have been disingenuous to put it on. Even though I want to, and I feel like 10 years from now it will be on there, but compared to the other ones I have on this list.
So you basically have nothing after 19.
No, I
have a couple in there from after 19.
In my mind, I'm starting to generate ideas here. Yeah,
Okay.
I bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. That's everything I've laid out, and I made a list of 50.
Okay.
And I was just going to go 50 to 1. And we could just talk quickly about each one.
Well,
or I could just keep going. But you could basically like whammy stop.
Well, why is Zoe's taste not represented in the caveats?
It actually kind of is with a couple of these, but Zoe's on a whole other level. She's watching entire Grey's Anatomy, start to finish. She's watching all of those.
She's more of a TV person.
Summer I Turned Pretty. Yeah, she's way more TV than the movie.
Zoe on the watch is what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, then the movies she's watching are the stuff like where somebody meets in high school and the guy dies, but then his angel is still
like
goes into somebody else's body.
Kinda? Yeah.
All that stuff.
Got it. Okay.
All right, here we go.
I want to hear more about the movie with the guy where he's an angel. That you just
I might have just made that up.
Okay.
Yeah, I should trademark
What's regretting
that right
you
now.
about? Are they angels or are they just
In what movie?
regretting you?
It's not angels.
Oh, so we watched that over Thanksgiving break when Zoe was
Yeah.
here. That movie did not make the list.
Truly deranged movie. Like a movie that doesn't realize how funny it is.
Oh, we realized it immediately.
Yeah.
We made jokes and laughed all. Do you know the premise of that movie?
Isn't it like two people's partners die in a car accident and then the two people like kind of sort through their feelings about them kind of thing?
Yes.
The other two.
Yeah.
But they were kind of always in love.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like parental who's the real daddy stuff going on in
Like
it too.
paternity
Yeah,
kind of stuff?
yeah.
That's cool.
It's another Dave Franco. I'm not sure how this quite happened career-wise. But then on top of it, it's Allison Williams, season tickets. I'm just always going to support her.
I feel the exact same
Really
way.
like-
I
really like her
really
work.
enjoy her as well.
Really enjoy her. Would love to see her on a nice little prestige something.
Yeah.
Could she have been Shiv Roy having her kid kidnapped on Peacock? I feel like she could have.
She should at least been like Shiv Roy's like best friend on all.
Did
her
you
fault.
both watch that show?
I watched the first one, and then my
the
wife.
first episode.
Yeah, and my wife burned through it.
Okay. You watched all of it. Yeah.
Bang through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's kidnapping, I'm there. I don't even need
you've
to know
really
anything
settled
else.
into a trash prestige like zone. Like you love Beast and Me, All Her Fault, like that.
But Beast of Me is better than All Our Fault.
Yes.
My sweet spot is if it's a prestige TV show that I don't really totally have to watch as I'm watching it.
Okay.
Right. So
Like,
Pluribus,
I'm like
no.
half watching.
Right.
Right.
Pluribus, I heard there's cannibalism. I might be back.
Well,
I only saw the first one.
Kind of.
I won't
Okay.
comment on that.
Great.
How's Snook doing these days? I've missed her.
You know, I think we found out there weren't a lot of out pitches other than the splitter.
I see. But it's a nasty splitter though.
Really good splitter.
Great bite
But
on that
not-
pitch.
I'm not sure there's
Is
other.
it like she would be great as the third starter on the Dodgers, but maybe not the ace of the Pirates kind of
Right,
thing,
right.
right?
Yeah.
She needs to
maybe
develop,
even the
yeah.
number 5 starter on the Dodgers.
You know, it's never too late to develop a changeup. That's something that I like to say.
we'll see with her. All right, here we go.
I think she's great.
My top 50 going down from 50 to 1. Number 50, just go with it. Adam Sandler,
This is a Simmons family classic.
Jennifer Aniston,
Yeah.
It's there's a Nicole Kidman and who's Dave Matthews. They have a cameo.
Yep.
You get to go to Hawaii. This was a big movie for us during COVID when everybody
Is this the
was
one that's
trapped.
like kind of a mystery?
No.
Okay.
Oh no. He works. I think he runs like a sports store, or he's like a plastic surgeon. I can't remember what his job is. Jennifer Aniston works for him.
Obviously
He
really
either
stuck
runs a
with you.
sports store or he's a plastic
The
surgeon.
thing is, I've seen this movie 30 times,
Yeah.
and he's dating Brooklyn Decker.
Yes, that's what this
Oh, I
movie is
remember
best
this.
known
And they're
for.
about to get married, but Aniston goes on the vacation with him, and then he's starting to realize he might have feelings for her and not Brooklyn Decker. And hijinks and misunderstandings ensue, but we're in Hawaii the whole time.
Yeah.
This movie's just delivered the goods for the Simmons family
Yeah.
ever since it came out.
Memorable sequence where Brooklyn Decker is emerging from the ocean
I recall that.
wearing a bikini.
Number 49, about to already get controversial.
Can I
Okay.
ask you just a quick question
Yeah.
between 50 and 49? Any metrics applied to this stuff? Like, was there
You know what?
any like number of rewatches?
No, it just mentally, how many times I've dived in,
Mhm.
do I own it? Is it something my wife and I like equally, like
Okay.
those kind of things, which brings us to 49. A Lot Like Love with Amanda Peet and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
This movie came out 21 years ago. It's the best work Ashton Kutcher's ever done.
Yeah.
It is a great answer for the if you had Amanda Peet season tickets,
Uh-huh.
why wasn't she Julie Roberts, basically?
I feel like this movie came out in 1998. Did it really come out in
2004.
2004?
The music is exceptional.
Okay.
It's exceptionally rewatchable, and my wife loves it. And it's one of those ones where my wife loves it, but I always jump in when she's watching it.
A Lot Like Love.
A Lot Like
So
Love.
I saw this in movie theaters, but I could have sworn I saw it in high school on a date. I guess not.
It's really good.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's really good.
Did see Amanda
High
Peet
level.
at a sushi restaurant the other week and fully did the Alonzo Mourning gif where I was just like, still got it.
So first two have not appeared on the Rewatchables.
They have not.
Okay.
A Lot Like Love is on some sort of list.
You're circling it.
One thing with A Lot Like Love that I like the structure in general, especially for rewatchables, is the characters aging over the years
Uh-huh.
and running into each other 3-4 years later. I just think sucks me in every time.
Okay.
From a rewatchable standpoint. Wearing different wigs. There's a Kutcher discussion for
Let's have
this
it.
movie.
Yeah.
Of like what he left on the table.
He's really good in this movie. I'm telling you, I would defend Ashton Kutcher in this movie to death. My wife, it's like one of her favorite. Why didn't he have a bigger career actors?
Mhm.
Even though I guess you
Well,
could say he did have a big career.
I mean, isn't the big sliding door? I wonder. I mean, I
The
didn't know.
Cameron Crowe movie.
It's Elizabethtown, right?
Yeah.
Top 5 performances by Kutcher right now. Let's do it. Number 5, The Guardian with Kevin
No,
Costner.
he's
Number
that's-
4, what's that movie where he seduces Anne Heche? What's it called? It's not Split. It's
I'm honestly struggling to think of
I
this
can't think of 5
film
Ashton Kutcher movies.
IMDb. I mean, like he was on The Ranch for like 5-6 years.
Uh-huh.
He was on
So
70
he did
Show.
one of those best friend fall in love movies where it was like him and Mila Kunis or him with somebody
Friends with
like Mila
Benefits
Kunis. Yeah, it was like one of those.
No Strings
No
Attached.
Strings Attached.
Directed by Ivan Reitman, starring Natalie Portman. He's not bad in that.
It's not bad. That's
Um,
probably his second best movie ever.
What about his portrayal of Steve Jobs in the movie Steve Jobs
Kind of got nuked off the face of the earth
by the other Jobs
Fassbender.
movie?
Yeah.
A Lot Like Love's interesting because it spans. He's in the tech boom in the early 2000s, and it feels like he's going to have this awesome company,
Mm-hmm.
and then it doesn't work out. And then him and Amanda Peet, they keep running into each other, and then near the end, they realize they're in love.
Okay.
It's a good rom com.
Is this Kutcher's last appearance on the list?
Yeah. Number 48, Knocked Up.
Oh, yeah,
Knocked
great.
Up is 40.
Yeah, 48.
It's a lot like Love and Knocked Up, or just like this.
My issue with this movie is it's too long, and I don't like the last half hour, but I
Okay.
really like the first hour. And there's a couple of movies on this list where, from a rewatchable standpoint,
Like when
it's
it first starts and he's with all his
it's like
friends and
great,
stuff like
great
that.
first hour. I
Mhm,
love
mhm.
everything. Leslie Mann's insane in it, and there's some really good friend stuff. There's some classic like Apatow stuff. It's young Seth Rogen. Heigl probably peak of her powers,
Oh,
whatever powers those were.
The floor is yours.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan of her as Izzy on Grey's Anatomy and in this movie. Yeah.
This movie really falls apart, but from a rewatchable standpoint, and I can't remember, did we
When
do it
when
on?
does it fall
we
apart?
did it on
Are
the
you,
last like 25 minutes.
when he,
it's
like,
just,
puts it all
yeah,
back
they're having
together?
a kid, and
Mhm.
we did it on rewatchables.
Everything also that takes place at E where Katherine Heigl works is really funny.
Yeah.
All that stuff is great.
It's a good movie. See, we've had 25 years. I mean, it's like knocked up 48, but we've had a lot of movies. Number 47, Flight.
Yeah.
We've done this on Rewatchables.
We have.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that it's so rewatchable, but it really is. And we covered all the reasons when we did the podcast about it.
I feel like Denzel's house hearing is becoming more and more, or his like NTSB hearing is becoming more and more of a meme these days. It's just like when they ask me, like,
the scene where
when they ask Lane Kiffin, like where he's been the last 2 weeks.
when he breaks into the mini fridge in the hotel and Feeling All Right hits, that was me when all the Mets news was happening this week. I was just like, where's the fucking vodka?
I was thinking one of the things with Rewatchables with this, by the way, I have no notes other than the list. I don't know why I keep looking down at my iPad. A big signature event that, you know, Castaway has this, sadly not on the list, but it's like, oh, the plane crash is coming. I want to watch this. Flight has Denzel's about to try to fly this plane drunk.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be in for the next 15 minutes. And then you just get sucked in.
One of my favorite trailers, just because it's mostly the crash with Feeling All Right and Gimme Shelter, which is just like the most bonehead music selections ever. At this point, also, I would love to get a supplemental list going of most rewatched scenes on YouTube from this group of movies.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I think the Flight plane crash would go pretty high for me on this.
I'm going to guess there are 2 more Denzel movies on the list.
Oh, there's more than
I'll
that.
take the over. Yeah.
Wow.
Including the next movie, number 46, The Equalizer.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really fun.
Just a textbook rewatchable.
Yeah.
Textbook.
So I know.
Wait, do you think there's more than one Equalizer on this list?
Yeah.
Well, I prefer Equalizer 3. That's my favorite of the 3.
I know that the great thing about the Equalizer franchise, it's not like the Taken franchise where Taken 1 is clearly best, 2's second best, and then 3 is like, all right, fine.
Yep.
Equalizer, there are people who are like, E3 is my
E3 is
one.
Italy, right?
E3 is Italy. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
looks,
E2
looks
is-
great. And he's like retired and become like a pasta maker or something. It's just fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. But it's
Pedro
wonderful.
Pascal is Equalizer 2, right?
2, yeah.
Really good movie. Wish they just made more movies like The Equalizer.
Yeah.
I just feel like we could be banging these out with any male action star we have. I don't know what we're doing wrong.
It's his John Wick, right? And it's the only real physical activity he has to do is just like quickly grab a gun away from a guy. Like he doesn't have to punch and kick people anymore. He's just needs to shoot you in the face.
Yeah, just
What do we have in this movie? Is it Albanians? Or it's
Equalizer 1.
Equalizer 1, I guess it's somebody.
kinda
It's
One
not,
of the-
isn't it not the Russian mob?
Maybe it's just Russians.
Because he goes and fucks all those guys up in the beginning, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, you know who you just messed with?" And he's just like, "I don't care."
First sports movie, number 45, Miracle.
Mm. What year is that? 04?
2004 range.
Yeah.
We did do this on Rewatchables.
We did do that one.
Yeah. Really good movie.
Has some good jump in things, has some good throwdown in the background moments, some good speeches.
Yeah. Russell is
Some good
awesome in
Russell.
this movie. Yeah.
Fun to relive us beating the Russians. Number 44, a movie we have not done on Rewatchables. Borat.
Mm. Holds up. Rewatch it during COVID.
Some really fun stretches from a rewatchable standpoint.
Some of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
Really, really, really good. It's almost 20 years old.
Do you
this
go
could
back
be
to
next year. Yeah, I go back to sections of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like when he shows up in New York and he's watching TV and he's just falls in love with Pamela Anderson. Like, there's just some really deeply funny shit.
You like the wrestling scene in the hotel room.
I do.
Yeah. Great job by Azamat. Another comedy, number 43, Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I would imagine Wedding Crashers would have been a little higher.
So really, really strong first hour.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's another one where it's like, first hour, wow, I'm in. And then you don't kind of care if you finish it. But some great ones.
You don't like it when
Fun-
comedies get sad.
No, it's just sometimes they shoot their wad in the first 5 innings.
I mean, the opening 10 minutes of this movie is like about as ecstatic as you can get.
This
The
is
negotiation with
Into
Dwight
Shout.
Yoakam and then into the montage.
With De Mornay.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's aged in a really interesting
Shut
way.
your mouth when you're talking to me.
It's aged well because of Bradley Cooper. It's just funny to see him
Zach.
Yeah.
not knowing he's going to be famous yet. But then also, what's his face? I'm blanking.
Christopher Walken.
No, the what's the name of the guy who plays the deranged brother?
Oh, Will Ferrell?
No, he's the one
The younger guy.
the younger brother, whatever that guy's name is.
Oh, I
He's
can't remember.
Oh,
his
the one who
name.
does the painting?
He was my
You won't
worst
let
case
us have
scenario for
computers.
Ben.
Is it Todd?
It's Todd.
My
Yeah.
worst case scenario for Ben for a long time.
Yeah.
The touch football scene was great.
I just think that at that moment in time, Vaughn and Owen Wilson had something special chemistry wise. Like, you know, and they tried to recreate it in movies after that, and they couldn't ever get back to that specifically, but they were
It's a really
so
fun
great
time.
together. Yeah.
It's
We really
interesting
know
to
how
hear
to do
them talk about
comedies.
it and be like, they won't let us make an R-rated movie, basically.
Sad.
And it's just like, you guys...
You just want to watch Vince Vaughn grab Jane Seymour's breasts again. That's something that's important to you.
Jane Seymour. Number 42, Wolf of Wall Street. It's very long, but from a
Mhm.
rewatchable standpoint, hopping into sections really works with this movie.
Yeah.
No scene is too long. That's one part of the reason why I love it so much. It doesn't feel long to me because it's like it moves really fast.
Yeah. Number 41, Sicario.
41? Well, you can't. Are you going to talk about it? What are you going to do? You talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm not going to talk
Saving
about
for
it
the
because I'm
pod.
saving it for the pot.
I'll talk about it if you want. It's a film directed by Denis Villeneuve. It's about narco terrorism and the way that the U.S. government is encroaching upon its own jurisdictions
Yeah.
in Mexico. Josh Brolin,
Has a lot of
Emily
our favorite
Blunt,
people in it.
Benicio del Toro.
Really good
Daniel
Emily Blunt
Kaluuya,
performance.
Emily Blunt. Yeah. Bernthal.
Yeah.
Bernthal, sure.
Solid movie. We might have to do it at some point on the rewatchables.
You didn't react to. I sent Sean the same clip, the clip of Bernthal talking to Shia LaBeouf about
I loved it.
working at Home Depot.
The poetry of me. Not
Yeah.
the poetry of you. I'm
But
talking
you're
about
like,
the poetry
you
of
really
me.
think you could work at Home Depot? That's something you think you could do?
He's like, I'm there all the time. I'm there all the time. I love it.
All right, we'll take a break and then we'll do the top 40. All right, top 40. Number 40, Collateral.
Yeah.
A movie that I saw in the theater
Yeah.
at the Grove in LA and really enjoyed it and never thought it would be a movie I watched multiple times over the next 20 years.
Yes.
But I think because we live here, that helps. Evil Cruise. Fox is really good. Figuring out some of the stuff Michael Mann always fucks up about LA, about how easy it is to get from there to there.
Careful,
Ruffalo.
he disagrees with you.
I know, he does. But this one has aged really nicely.
And the guy who shot this is shooting Heat 2, which is apparently going into production next summer.
We didn't do this on 25 or 25, but maybe I made a mistake on that. This is like
Did
really,
you do a Michael Mann?
No. This is high up there on my
Fucking
list.
hater.
Yeah. So Thief and Heat are always 1-2 for me. But this, Manhunter and Insider are in like a death match for 3. And I love this movie.
I know this isn't your last Michael Mann on this list.
It's definitely not.
Okay.
I think from a rewatchable standpoint, we already did this one, but there's just a couple great scenes.
Yeah.
Like that scene
Hey,
when he
homie,
goes,
is that my briefcase?
Yeah.
the jazz club scene,
Incredible.
when that guy realizes that Cruz is what's going on. Like, I don't know. There's
So did we see this together or no? I don't think so.
What year did this come out?
05, 06. I'm going to say 05.
Very
right,
possible.
right around when we met.
We saw Miami Vice together. I don't know if we saw Collateral together.
But I remember Chris being like, when I grow up, I want to be Pete Berg and Mark Ruffalo in this movie. Like that was he wanted his whole personality to be those guys.
I did a task panel talk recently, and I was like, I didn't even have a question. I was just like, Mark Ruffalo, you were in Collateral. It was fucking incredible. And he was like, yeah, man, cool. I was like, you had that goatee, right? And he was just like, yep.
You're trying to find that guy? Number 39, Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Very good.
Good family movie. Really good movie. Lindsay Lohan's just great in it.
You've done this on the Rewatchables.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it pretty early. We
Juliet?
might have to
Yeah.
redo it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really funny movie. Did you see the musical? The musical remake?
Didn't like the musical as
Okay.
much. I think one good thing with Mean Girls, it's good from beginning to end. The whole movie's really good.
Mhm.
It has the classic arcs of all the 80s teen things where it's like, oh, popularity went to her head. Now she's got to find herself again. But it's just really smart. Tim Meadows is really good in it.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Tina Fey's good. Script's good. Whole thing's good. Big win.
It's one of the few 21st century comedies that reminds me a lot of the John Hughes movies or the vacation movies, where it's like this movie is just eternal. Like the
Yeah.
idea of it is never going to expire, and it's like going into like high school is really hard and really hard on girls. I think about this all the time with my daughter. It's like that movie is just going to be around for another 100 years.
It's one of the rare movies on this list that my wife, my daughter, and me all like equally.
Does Ben like it?
He's probably watched it once. Like,
Okay.
it's fun. Number 38, Man on Fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 Denzels.
Yeah.
Three Denzels.
So we're up to 3 already.
Okay. First Tony Scott.
This is a weird one because some people don't like this movie and I just want to fight them.
Who doesn't like this movie?
Just some people are like, too long. Tony Scott, a little over the top. Even when we did it, I didn't feel like there was enough excitement that we did it on Rewatchables.
Oh yeah, because I feel like you were like, we finally arrived. We're here.
Well, I was like, this might be my favorite Denzel performance. People are like, don't say that. That's crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna say it.
What's his name? John Creasy?
yeah, he paints
Yeah.
his masterpiece.
Got it.
And then
Really great child actress performance by Dakota too. She's awesome.
loops back around for Equalizer 3, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think this one's aged really nicely. And I love everything about this movie. And you can jump in at any point and you're good to go.
Tony Scott, one of like his most stylish like flex movies, where he's
Yeah.
just like doing all this stuff where you're like, I don't really even know why you're switching film stocks here and doing like reversing the film and then going forward. And yeah,
Last Tony Scott movie on this list?
I bet not.
Can't remember. We'll see how it goes. Number 37, Top Gun Maverick.
Way lower than, I thought it would be way higher.
I don't have enough time with it. I've
Yeah.
only had a few runs with it. I don't
2022.
feel like compared to some of the other older ones on this list, it can hang. But I think when did it come out? 21?
22.
22.
I think for this decade, it might be the one I've seen the most.
Would you say this is the best hype to release to like kind of, this is the best like movie experience so far of the decade?
Like from beginning, middle, end of when we heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How getting ready for it to come out, then it came out.
Dude's fucking saluting the screen when the credits are rolling.
I think like culturally, more
Yeah.
broadly, for sure. I mean, it is the movie that is considered to have brought back movies, and everybody had so much fun with it. And it's also a movie that everybody was like, yeah, I saw it 3 times. Like that was normal to go see it 3 times because people love the feeling of it. It's also just like really well made, like really well. Like it is a cut above even that, the best of those kinds of movies, and that's one of the reasons why I think it's gonna persist for a while.
Speaking of most YouTube scenes, I probably watched the like from John Hamm go and send him to Maverick blowing up. Like that 10-minute stretch is perfect. It's so good.
My favorite rewatchable scene, though, is obviously the love scene with him and Jennifer Connelly.
Yes,
It's
him
just
laughing
the height of
maniacally
comedy.
after
It's
sailing.
the absolute height of the
Yeah.
funniest stuff.
No,
Cruise
they were
has ever
telling
done.
really good jokes, but it was all off screen.
The funniest minute of Cruise's career.
It was like just like a Nathan for You episode in the
Yeah.
middle of that.
CR and I, we did this for Rewatchables during like everyone stay away from each other COVID times.
Yeah.
He came over and we did it in my little pool house, but we were as far apart as possible
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
But that's how important it was to do it.
Did you guys give each other COVID?
We
No.
might have.
I didn't get until I went to England.
That's 37. Number 36, Lost in Translation.
Hey,
Also been on the show, right?
Also been on the show. Favorite Bill Murray of the past probably 30 years.
Where are you at on Bill Murray these days? Underrated, overrated, too caught in the slipstream of controversy?
I think he's properly rated.
Okay. Did you watch the John Candy documentary?
I did.
Thought that was interesting. I guess I don't associate Bill Murray with John Candy for some reason, but then
It feels like all those people are kind of overlapping with all each other
but
in
yeah,
all
there-
these
there-
different
there-
ways.
There are a lot of tons of crossover.
did they ever make a movie together?
They did. What was the movie?
Somewhere in the 80s, they made something together.
Gosh, what movie did they make together?
For Lost in Translation, really well.
Stripes.
Stripes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was
Yes,
Ox.
Yes.
I was just blanking. I like going to another country for a rewatchable. I've never been to Japan. Just fun to go.
You think you'll go?
No. Scarlett Johansson's great. She's. I
That's why
saw
you're the
this movie. I
best.
didn't need to go.
That's why you're the best.
Scarlett Johansson's fantastic.
Yep.
I like the music in this movie. I like the way it moves. I like the ending. it hits all the checkpoints. We're starting to get into some really good ones.
So
now.
is there 3 more Sophias on the list or 2 more? Bling Ring.
Oh,
Somewhere.
there's 0.
What's the one where like everybody makes love to all the women want to be with? Was it Colin Farrell?
Oh, The Beguiled.
Yeah.
The Beguiled. No, didn't make the list.
Number 35, a movie we have not done on the Rewatchables. Garden State.
Okay.
Garden State above some films there.
What do you mean?
Well, I
Was
was
that supposed to be
knowing
in
what I
CR?
know about you, I would think that say
You thought it would have been higher on the list?
I thought it would be like closer to like the 40s, like high 40s if it would be in here. Yeah.
Really like the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My wife loves this movie, and I always get sucked in when she wants to watch it. I really like Zach Braff in this movie.
Mhm.
It's just a weird, really, I think all of us have a complicated relationship with Zach Braff, but I think he's perfect for this movie.
It's pretty straightforward.
like
yeah,
that.
he's fine.
Yeah, but he's perfect for this movie, and I'm not really
is,
sure why.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to love you, but you make too many T-Mobile commercials.
Right.
I think
The concept of somebody whose life kind of sucks going home and they're kind of a hero,
It's always
even though they
it's
shouldn't be, always works.
undefeated.
yes.
Undefeated.
I think Skarsgård's amazing in this movie with as the funeral guy.
Oh yeah.
And I think the music's just great. It's honestly it's a little like A Lot Like Love, where it's just a fun hang.
I feel like the movie was overrated upon release and is now underrated. It's like gone through the take cycle where people are like, "Ugh, Garden State," and they roll their eyes. And now I think that that's unfair to. It's like
Couldn't
it's a
agree
very
more.
sincere, thoughtful movie that does. It is a little cliche. It is a little like I'm making my version of The Graduate, but it's enjoyable.
Portman's really good. Number 34, Black Hat.
Wow.
I can't apologize. The heart wants what the heart wants. We did it when we talked about the pod. There's the first 5 times we're trying to figure out what's happening. And then the next 5 where you know what's happening and it all unlocks and makes sense.
They're gonna have a shootout in this like nuclear reactor.
Yeah. We get to go to China at one point. Or wherever. Where's the ending? Somewhere in Asia?
The ending
Thailand.
isn't it all
Thailand?
in like Singapore or something like that?
Singapore,
Yeah.
wherever we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nuclear meltdown is in China.
It's
Mike Mann.
It's an incoherent failure. I don't know what else to
It's
say.
an awesome movie.
This is we don't have to listen.
I've been teasing Chris about this movie.
I just don't think
and
you
you for this
you
movie
haven't watched
for 10
it
years.
properly. You didn't
Properly?
watch it? Yeah, like the
On Ludes?
the FX version, the director's
With lots of
cut.
commercials. Yeah. So I can take a break and read up on what is actually transpiring in the film's
I'm
plot.
not going to apologize for this one either. At number 33, Proof of Life.
Stuff of Legends.
Just watched it 3 weeks ago. Stuff of Legends. I actually think that this movie, we did it for Rewatchables, but I actually think this movie is so much better than people realize it was. And I will die thinking that.
Okay.
We were just talking about Cusack a bunch for High Fidelity, and if I had told you in like 1999 that Nick Cage, John Cusack, and Russell Crowe will each be making 6 direct-to-video movies a year, like how do you think you would process that?
It would be really hard to accept.
Crow would have been
Russell
the most
Crowe.
shocking of
Yeah,
the
Crow
three.
would have been stunning. Although Crow kind of having a little moment here. Nuremberg is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
At the box office. You know, not the Nuremberg trials. Those were that was 80 years ago. Chris.
That did not do
mistake.
well. That was a box office flop.
It was. Proof of Life. I don't even know if I've seen it. Like,
Yes, you
I
have.
honestly
Don't
don't
even
even know if
say
I've seen
that.
it.
That's where he's just being a
It's
dick.
Tony Gilroy and Taylor Hackford.
Taylor Hack.
The
yeah,
surest
that's
pair of
true.
hands, come
Honestly, yes. Off the incredible success of The Devil's Advocate,
And
which
this is what
rules.
we're still not entirely sure, but we're pretty certain that Helen Mirren has heard the Rewatchables because of the Proof of Life.
You're pretty sure?
Well, we know Taylor Hackford has,
Uh-huh.
and she might have been in the car while he was listening.
Caruso with an all-time Dion Waiters. I don't know if it's number 1, but it's first ballot.
Oh, we could have named it the Caruso.
I see. You got to give this movie a chance. Can this be your Christmas project?
Sure, to watch Proof of Life for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it available on 4K?
Good question.
Oh,
Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe.
I do have a Taylor Hackford stack at home. Dolores Claiborne,
Oh, wow.
Officer and a Gentleman.
So why are you looking down your nose at Proof of Life then?
I feel like I started watching it on HBO once and I was just like, this sucks, and turned it off some 25 years ago.
It's really great. It moves a bunch of good times.
Okay.
There's watching it knowing that they cut the Crow Meg Ryan love scene makes the movie make so much more sense than it
Yeah.
probably did in the theater, where it's like, what happened? Did I miss the scene? Was I in the bathroom?
How much, like, on a scale of 0% to 100%, what percentage is this movie on the list just because you love doing the Caruso lines?
Oh no, I think Russell Crowe's I think he's genuinely great in this movie.
It's also just like an awesome,
really, really
like,
great.
hypothetical. Like, if you were kidnapped, would your wife fall in love with your hostage negotiator?
And also,
Is that what it's about?
well, also Phoebe negotiating for CR, and they're like, they want 700, and Meg Ryan's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I can get to 6. Like, you just start putting your life in
I'm
context
out
of
in the
what your
jungle
spouse.
looking insane, and like Chris Briney from The Summer I Turned Pretty is trying to negotiate for my
Right.
release.
This movie is awesome,
Yeah.
and it's got a great ending.
Okay.
It ends with an awesome Van Morrison song. Everything about it's
That's right. He
great.
loves the band.
I'm gonna watch it on Christmas morning with my daughter.
This movie's a tour de force. Kidnapping. Number 32, A Star Is Born,
Yeah.
the Bradley Cooper edition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little louder. Yeah.
Big fan all the way through the Simmons house, except for my son.
Quality flick. Big fan of this movie.
First hour is just great.
Yeah.
Second hour, it gets a little sad. But I also think the him pissing on himself at the Oscars or Grammys is now hilarious. Not hilarious in the theater, but now like really funny.
I think, isn't it the VMAs?
No, it's
Or
like the
whatever it is.
American Music
Oh,
Awards or
yeah,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Just some elite Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's bringing a similar vibe to Landman this season.
Really good, couple like 5 really good songs. And then the ending song, Lady Gaga, probably the best work of anything she's ever done.
She's incredible in the movie.
Really well done. He's a good director.
The scene when they're talking in the bar in the first 30 minutes, just chills.
Yeah.
When the Allman Brothers song comes on, I love that shit. That's great. Cooper, I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
Did you think that the scene in The Last Landman where Sam Elliott eats a corn dog for like 2 minutes was a little bit strange?
I did.
How's it go? How's Landman going?
There's nothing like it. There's just nothing
I didn't
like
love
it.
episode 4.
Okay.
It was
Wow.
a transition episode.
Because
sad.
it was
Just
too dark?
Too sad.
Mm.
Just give me every 30 minutes, there needs to be some sort of oil well blows up or something happens. Somebody's in danger.
This was more about loss, generational trauma.
I see.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Number 31. I think it's going to surprise both of you. I've not done it on the Rewatchables.
Can I
Chris
gue-
is having a great time. I can
Yeah,
tell from his body language.
I feel like I'm learning a lot about him.
Yeah. Can I guess?
No, you won't
Okay.
guess it.
Okay.
Funny people.
Oh, yeah.
We just talked about this because it's Jay Kelly and how it's underrated.
It's really underrated. I think the first 70 minutes of this movie is probably my favorite Apatow movie.
Mm-hmm.
It falls apart in the second half.
But it's kind of entertaining.
But now, after rewatching it a bunch of times, I'm okay with the second half.
Isn't
I've
this-
gotten
It's the
to the
Eric
right place
Bana,
with it.
Leslie Mann stuff.
But isn't there also like a version of this movie that was like 4 hours long or something? Wasn't this?
That sounds right. I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, there's always a longer cut with an Apatow movie, right?
His kids are in it, and now Maud's famous. Like, that part's kind of fun from
Yeah.
a rewatchable standpoint. But I
Directed
think
her first movie.
the first hour of this movie is lights out. And when he finds out that he doesn't have cancer and they have the party for him,
And
that is one of
Eminem
like
there.
the funniest 6-minute scenes ever. And it ends with Eminem gets mad at Ray Romano.
Yes.
And then somebody says to him, I thought everybody loved Raymond. And it's just like scene. It's just like perfect.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
You were not a Jay Kelly guy.
Didn't like it.
Did you see it?
I did, and I was like, I have too vanilla of an opinion about this, which was like it didn't upset me, but I didn't love it.
Okay. I think that's okay.
You liked it more than both of us.
Yeah, but didn't love it. I liked it.
I think I actually weirdly liked it way more the opening like 40 minutes before he goes to Europe.
I thought you'd be more surprised
30
by funny
35.
people. I really thought that was going to get a huge
No, this,
reaction.
this seems like
Well, for one, of Sandman, I'm just that's
That's the biggest thing.
That's
I think
my
this
dude.
is
He's
the
amazing.
best acting he's done in a movie.
He's
is
so
in
good.
this.
oh, can I
him
make
and
a-
Rogan are so good together.
I'm going to make a prediction: more Sandman than Denzel on this list.
So we got 2 Sandmans and 3 Denzels
Yes.
thus
Okay.
far.
I love when they go to the brain doctor guy and he talks like the Die Hard villain, and they're just like busting his balls. This movie is so good.
Yeah.
I still don't know why they decided to do the last 35 minutes the way they did it. It's very strange. But I think the more I've watched it, I think the Leslie Mann character is a parody of just like a vacant actress.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's like, I love this guy. And then she just changes her mind and wants to get back with her husband. I think Apatow's trying to say something about actresses, like maybe don't stay away from them, even though he's married to one. He's married to one,
yeah.
Heads into a whole other interesting.
It does feel like a kind of an honest portrayal of a Los Angeles lifestyle person that like we all know being out here, but I don't know if it's the most relatable aspect of a movie that is also otherwise about a very kind of like elevated class of people. They're like super successful stand-up comic.
There's also some really funny stuff about his career, like the movies that he made, like his hit movies where he's like, it's just his head on a baby and he's like yelling at somebody. Baby boss or whatever they call that.
I haven't seen this movie in a while. I do remember.
This movie's really good. Number 30, Get Out.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting. I did not have a lot of horror / whatever. And I realized that I don't really rewatch horror movies in the same way, even though like I love The Conjuring, Conjuring 2, like It Follows. But it's something about horror movies where you're not.
It's more of like a first time through thing. I mean,
yeah, or like maybe like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is because the fam doesn't want to rewatch a horror movie they've seen before?
It's the thing. It's like a mood. Yeah. Whereas like the 70s, 80s ones are a little safer, like Amityville or Halloween, obviously, but The Omen. Like those are ones I feel like I watch way more than the newer ones. The newer ones are almost like the pot in California where it's like too strong. Like they're not like the same kind of fun.
Right. Hereditary is not like, let's hang out and watch Hereditary and eat some candy. It's not
we did a good job making Hereditary pretty funny on the Rewatchables.
I mean, that's my whole take is that it is hilarious, but you know, the vibe is not hilarious.
That would have been for my wife and son together. Hereditary would have been top 10.
I don't necessarily think either of these movies are better than Get Out. In fact, I don't think I do. But I find Nope and Us more rewarding to rewatch just because I noticed other shit.
Yeah. I think they're bigger and deeper. They're not as like thrilling as the first time watching Get Out, where you were like, "Whoa, I'm at like the best concert of all time."
Get Out, really solid,
great
fun
movie.
hang.
Yeah, great movie.
Just great, really saying some stuff. Incredibly well done.
Allison Williams,
thoroughly enjoyable.
2 Allison
I like
Williams
all the actors.
Movies.
The fucking Catherine Keener with her tea.
Yeah.
Number 29, Hardball.
Keanu.
I can't explain it.
I
don't know what to tell you.
Sprinkle some sports movies.
We did it. We already did this. Some Rewatchables.
You did it?
I did it with Van.
Oh, with Van. Okay.
G Baby dying is one of the seminal events of the 21st century. I love Keanu, like gambling and drinking, and kind of Diane Lane falls for him anyway. There's some funny unintentional comedy stuff. The baseball stuff works. The sports stuff works.
Do you think between
and it's aged really well?
This, Replacements, and Point Break, he has like a secret candidacy for one of the great sports movie actors?
No question.
Yeah.
I was watching Any Given Sunday the other day, which is on Pluto right now. I think that this doesn't count for 21st century. I was thinking though for next year.
I love it when he's just like, it was.
Are you in on Any Given Sunday?
One of my faves, yeah. I love it.
Well, I think we need to redo it because we did it like first 10 movies, no video.
It's the Babylon of sports movies where he's just like, I'm just putting it all in the movie. I'm just doing everything I can.
You know what I noticed? Like, as the years pass with quick cuts and it's actually works better for attention spans now.
Oh, sure.
All of a sudden we're back in the 50s and there's gladiators and then Jamie Foxx is back
but
again.
So much of the stuff that seemed irresponsible at the time just basically came true.
Oh, like the James Wood stuff?
Yeah,
that movie's like, we're doing that one again. But anyway, I was thinking like the rewatchable sports movies, the 90s ones are better than the 2000s. 2000s, we kind of moved into a different era. There's a bunch of ones I like. There's a couple more on the list. But like I almost put the Way Back on this list, but I haven't been with it enough yet.
We never wound up doing that though.
We're going to.
Okay.
That was 2020.
Speaking of sports, number 28, Moneyball.
Yeah. No brainer.
I mean,
we did a live screening of this as part of the thing that we did in Chicago. And we didn't tell people beforehand what the movie was going to be. And when the music comes up and the sequence where they show the A's playing at the beginning against the Yankees in the first scene of the movie, it was like 750 people like basically burst out like screaming. They were so excited that it was Moneyball. Like I feel like
wow.
this movie has a really much bigger
Yes.
cultural footprint now than it did.
It's also like I feel like it's like the Ferris Bueller of movies, where it's like everybody, like the hardest hardcore like art house guy to like the most
Yes.
like I just watch whatever is like on Netflix is
Wide swath
everybody
of
likes
taste.
Moneyball.
Yeah, totally.
We did it. I think it was like one of the first ones we did.
Yep.
Right. And then did we redo it?
I don't know if we've ever redone it.
Some great Pitt, probably the best Pitt ever.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. He's phenomenal.
And fun from a standpoint of I can't believe it worked.
Yeah,
Mhm.
especially
When you knew about the
the
script
Soderbergh
forever.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crazy accomplishment. To
Really good
adapt it,
rewatch.
yeah.
I think Pitt's the number one reason it's such a good rewatch show. He's just so good in that movie. 27, Dark Knight.
Throwing a bone.
Now
to
you
the
had
nerds.
we did Dark Knight.
I
but
wasn't
you did
on
not.
it.
I would be honestly, it would be almost as important to me as Sicario is to do Dark
To
Knight
redo it?
with you.
one on one.
No,
Two-
I just
two-man
want to
pod.
see him. Like same with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I would love to hear Bill talk about Gotham.
It's a great movie.
You know what else is great about it? The 4K Blu-ray era.
Yeah.
I would say it's in the top 10.
All the Nolan movies look really great at home.
That movie is awesome with like a nice TV and a nice little, what do they call them? What do the kids call it, Sean? When you transition it, the video feed, what's it called?
No idea what you're saying.
I don't know what you're talking
When,
about.
it,
either.
when they talk about like, transfer.
transfer.
Oh,
Yeah,
the transfer. Yeah,
The 4K transfer.
It's
Yeah.
blanking.
I've said it many times, but when the truck flips near the end of the movie, just right over itself, I like started crying. I was like, this is exactly how I want to feel while I'm watching a movie. This is the most excited and electrified I've been by a movie.
Are you? Have you seen Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, I like it.
Are you more into Bane or Joker?
Bane.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Um,
that checks out.
Joker.
Joker,
This
obviously.
is what this is what the spice of this pot.
That's
Yeah, two Bane guys and a Joker.
You're more of a Ra's al Ghul guy to me.
No, Bane is really important to me.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Bane, I think
couple-
Bane actually also secretly would win an election against Joker. Like I think Bane has a bigger mind share than Joker. now.
Where are they? On what platform are they
I
running?
think that might be the 28 ballots.
Is this like a Green Party situation, or where are they running?
Would you prefer like voting in an election between Bane and Joker or like Trump and AOC? Like what would your preferred outcome be?
I need more
Trump-
time to think
Yeah,
about it.
Trump 3 versus AOC.
This one has a good rewatchables piece of nobody's home. I'm just going to crank this.
Mm,
Like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a couple scenes in it. It's like, yeah, fuck it.
yeah,
Um,
that's what CR thinks when nobody's home too. I'm just gonna crank it.
He's cranking the crank daddy. Number 26, Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a wonderful hang.
it is. It is. It's a great time. It's a great movie. We
Just
didn't
throw
put it
it
on our
on.
list, and I'm
But there was
reevaluating
speculation that this was going to be like a top 3 for you guys.
I know because
Yeah.
Amanda and I both love it, and I don't know. We overlooked it.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. If it was a 50 movie listed, for sure wouldn't have been on it.
Sometimes it's just good to put a bunch of movie stars in a movie,
Yeah.
let them all hang out and do movie star things together.
This is also like right when like all of these guys are still in some sort of peak at the same time.
Mhm.
And you know,
All right, one more break and then we'll do top 25. All right, we're back with top 25. Number 25, Creed.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
we did
so
this twice, including in front of a live audience.
in Philly.
So the list is like halfway through, and you've got 12 like classics, right? You've got your, Knocked Up,
Get Out.
Dark Knight, Get Out,
Yeah.
Ocean's 11, and then you've got, A Lot Like Love
And
stuff
Proof
like
of
that.
Life
Proof of
and
Life.
Weird Ones.
Creed, obviously a classic, right? Total modern classic.
Perfect sports movie where you can, this is on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's,
Is he running with the
Yes.
ATVs yet?
we're
Yeah.
almost near the ATVs. Great.
Yes, we just published a big oral history of the movie on The Ringer that Alan
Yeah.
Siegel did, which was cool. Like, are the next 24, or is it like still 50-50? Or do you feel like when you were doing the list, were you like, I don't want to have too many obvious, like, these are the classics?
So it was funny. Right as we head to this number 24 spot, the list became way easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's why I was asking about metrics. This is like my favorite movie from this period.
These
or
are favorites combined with
how
easy
many
to
times?
rewatch.
Okay. Creed.
Which brings us to number 24, Fast and Furious 7.
Which one is this?
This is the one where Paul Walker dies in real life.
Oh,
And they have to CGI some of his scenes, but it ends with the "It's been a long day." Long day. I forget what are the lyrics in that song?
No, you got it. That's perfect. Keep going.
I'll see you again.
Without
right?
you, my friend.
Yeah.
The greatest ending of any movie in the 21st century.
Yeah. Definitely. What actually happens in this movie is this isn't like
Oh, Fast 7's amazing.
is this the one that where they drive
it ends
through
up in LA.
skyscraper? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's in LA. I haven't seen a lot of these movies.
You're thinking of Fast 5, which is in Rio.
Okay. Is there one in
This is really the concept of familia
Yeah.
really kind of came together in the right ways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your management style.
I still think the last 10 minutes of this with Paul Walker and they drive in the separate, it was just like they couldn't have executed it better. The fucking one of the 2 stars of the movie died.
Mm-hmm.
And they still figured out how to make an awesome movie, and it's really good. And it's, I think, my second favorite Fast and Furious.
Did you
movie.
do this on the show?
Yeah. Oh,
How
yeah.
many Fast movies have you done?
3 or 4.
But
really?
is it kind of like all over the place? You're not going. You have. Did you do the first Fast?
Yes.
Did you do Tokyo Drift?
Did not.
You did 5, 7. There's just
1. We might have
1,
also done 4. I think we might have done 4.
What's 4 called?
You know what? The other day, I woke up in the middle of the night because I had a cough. Fast 4 was on. It's called Fast and Furious. First one's called The Fast and the Furious.
I
4
see.
is Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Got it. Ingenious.
Watch the second half of 4. Incredible. Our guy John Ortiz is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sat next to John Ortiz at the Weapons premiere earlier this year.
Fist bump.
He didn't know who I was. We didn't speak.
You guys don't like Fast 7 as much because you don't have as big of a heart as I do.
Chris and I don't get these movies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I find it very hard to watch Vin Diesel on screen.
What about in Saving Private Ryan?
He's fine in that, but
Boiler
that was
Room?
like pre his self-awareness of like what he was doing.
Mhm.
you know?
Boiler Room?
Boiler Room is great.
Yep.
But once he hits these movies, I just feel like
These comments are hurtful, and I'm going to move on.
The closest I've ever come to drinking bleach live on a pod is during the Fast X episode that we did about 5 years ago. That's the lowest.
what
of
was
the low.
what was your remember we went to
Fast 10?
Yes.
dinner for your
I
birthday?
can't defend the last 2.
And then you had to leave playing golf because you had to go see was it Hobbs and Shaw?
and Shaw. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't defend that one either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
Number 23, John Wick 2.
Fuck
Mm.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Great movie.
It's I got to be honest. I was stunned it couldn't crack the top 20. I kept looking at the list trying to figure out how to move it up, but I
Is this
didn't
the
have a
last
spot.
John Wick movie?
That's the thing.
Which one?
Is this the last John
It
Wick
is.
movie on your?
This is our
so
last
two
John
over
Wick
one.
1 is not in this list.
Didn't make it.
Interesting.
Didn't make it.
John Wick
I have
2
my,
is
like,
Common and the subway.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's the bet. Yeah.
Wick 2 is kind of like
Wick 2 is incredible.
and it's also great because it just starts and it's like going. You did not like the last one, right? As much.
Last one's too long. As you know, like, come on.
It has some of the greatest set pieces I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm sure
I
it
thought
did.
3 was too long and 4 is a borderline masterpiece. I loved 4.
Yeah. I didn't like 3 as much. 4 I thought was incredible.
2 is great.
2's great.
2 is just a home run.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not gonna
everything I
argue
want
with you
from a
putting 2
rewatchable
over 1.
movie.
Wow. Keanu doing pretty well on this list so far.
Number 22, Gone Girl.
Yeah. Also now a little underrated. A little lost to time.
Yeah.
Huge hit.
I keep getting sucked in. I mean, most people under 25 probably don't even have cable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We still have cable. I still go through the guide. And Gone Girl, it's like any point in this movie, it's a home run. And the movie shifts where all of a sudden you find out it's her. And then we have that second. And then I think the last 20 minutes is really good when she comes back. Our girl, Carrie Coon.
Awesome in this.
Her first movie role.
And Lola Kirk.
Yeah.
I'll say another thing. I think Affleck's incredible in this movie.
It's one of his best performances.
Arguably his best performance.
Perfect person. He's just enough of a scumbag that
Mhm.
anyway,
Such a self-aware
we did this
thing,
on Rewatchables.
you know, riffing on like his own persona and everything. It's a genius movie.
Making him wear a Yankees hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fincher making him wear the Yankees hat. It's very funny. He didn't like that part.
Number 21, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
Yeah. Craig Horlbeck's favorite movie.
I think this is aged wonderfully. Mila Kunis is a 15 out of 10 on the cute scale.
Mhm.
The Russell Brand being next door just banging away at Kristen Bell as he has to listen is hilarious.
Another going on a trip movie for you.
You get to go away. This was big during COVID. Watch this movie a few
Two
times.
Hawaii movies for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, I like where they stay. I like the whole everything about it. And then the Dracula thing's fucking funny. It's still really good.
It's ingenious. It's the perfect why Judd Apatow is a genius thing, where for years Siegel's trying to get the Dracula musical off the ground for real with puppets.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, we're not doing this, but you should make this a part of this other movie that we're doing.
And it's one of those where it's kind of like, I'm not sure why Siegel, more good stuff didn't happen for him. Maybe the sitcom, he just made a lot of money. And
I think How I Met Your Mother and Shrinking are both big.
I mean,
Shrinking's
Shrinking
good.
is huge for him.
I'm just thinking, I don't know why this was the only big movie he made.
He could have been, I was at the time, I was like, oh, he's like Albert Brooks. Like, this is going to be like, he's going to make all these movies that are from his point of view and about modern relationships and life in America. And he didn't really pursue that as much.
He was in 5 Year Engagement.
Yes.
Which I think is now the most underrated rom-com of the last 15 years.
Really good.
The first
really
screening
good.
of that movie just ended because it's the longest movie ever made. It's like 5 hours long.
It is 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
It's on the Rewatchables list. I think it's good. I also like I Love You Man. He was good in that. Was he in that one? Was that?
He's in I Love
yeah.
You Man.
Yeah.
He's
great in that.
Rudd's the guy Rudd.
But this, for
Friends.
some reason, this became the movie that became his movie legacy. And I think he had a really nice run there. But it's like he's like one movie short.
Oh yeah, I Love You Man is slapping to bass, right?
Incredible stuff.
Rudd?
I Love You Man's great. Well, I Love You Man hasn't been on the show, right?
No.
Yeah.
Has Role Models been on the show?
Yeah, there's some good comedies
Some good
that
ones
we
left.
still have.
Yeah.
And what comedies that I've been sitting with, like I didn't even really like 5 Year Engagement until a couple years ago. And I was like, oh, this is a good movie. And then it's like, oh, I like this movie.
Is it Pratt and is it Isla Fisher? Who's the love interest, the sister?
Yeah.
They're both really funny in it. Yeah.
We're now in the top 20. It's hard to believe John Wick 2 didn't crack the top 20, but then you look at the top 20 and you get number 20, Den of Thieves.
Wow.
We've done it twice.
Did Pantera like reduce Den of Thieves for you at all? Did it take it down a notch?
It's fine. I've learned not to get bent out of shape with sequels.
It was just Pablo Schreiber and 50 Cent have an enormous amount to do with why Den of Thieves is
That's
good.
the thing. I think it's basically in the Tokyo Drift area of we got away from what made the franchise work. But Pablo Schreiber's can't come back unless he has an evil brother.
If Big Nick was added to the Eagles coaching staff this weekend, would you feel better?
Big Nick and Big Dom overseeing vibes. Yeah.
Might help.
See this? This is a bad.
I think this is the best pure action movie rewatchables that anybody has made in the last 10 years.
Ooh.
Just from a jump into it. It's narrowly edging John Wick 2. There's another movie that I don't feel like is in the same thing where I'm just talking like lots of characters. I'm in a world. They're trying to take something.
Yeah, I would take the Mission Impossible movies probably over this, but I hear what you're saying.
You know, we'll talk about that when we're done. Number 19, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
I feel like you've really come around to this
I really did over the last 10 years. Maybe as I got older and I started
Did
to see it
you
from
not
the
like
Tommy
it
Lee
when you
Jones
first
side.
saw it?
I did. I didn't like the ending.
Oh.
And now I really like the ending.
The ending's profound.
Yeah.
It's just we've already done it, but it's almost 20 years old at this point. Did it make your list?
We did Inside Llewyn Davis, which was like a negotiation between Amanda and I. That was the whole thing with our list, is every movie is a negotiation between Amanda and I.
And it's only one director.
We did only one movie per director. That was our rule.
Is this your favorite Coen Brothers movie?
Yes.
This movie, if you put it on right now, it looks like it does not feel it's aged a second. It's like a beautiful, timeless.
We always say this, but
Decent
it's another
movie making.
movie that's aged really well with the TVs.
Yeah.
Going the widescreen with the
Criterion.
HD.
Yeah.
Like even that beginning when he's he's out basically in the desert or wherever the fuck he is, that wide shot of, it's just everything about it.
Yeah.
He's like, what's that?
It's in that like class of like Casablanca and Singing in the Rain, where it's just like, it's just an American classic, and it's always going to be an American classic.
It also has a couple great rewatchable stretches, but like when you know what's his face?
Shagru.
Anton Chigurh.
When you know he's coming to the hotel and he's in there and he realizes the tracker's in his suitcase, like that 10 minutes is
Yeah.
just lights
Yeah.
out. It's
Yeah.
so good.
The Bardem, Kelly McDonald scene at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so many like
I always think of Call It, when he's in
the guy.
talking to the guy in the store,
yeah.
and he's got doing the coin flip.
Then Woody Woody talking to him. Anyway, that's number 19 somehow.
Is there another Cormac McCarthy adaptation on this list?
There's not. That's repeat.
Counselor.
Counselor would be on my
Yeah,
list.
I lobbied for the counselor on our list. No
Number
dice.
18, Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Found that we started to move a lot more toward the comedies as we hit the top 25.
Sure.
But Bridesmaids, just a huge win in my family. Maybe my wife's favorite movie of the century.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely loves it. We'll just put it on.
This is one of the big tragedies of current movie making is that we don't just get like a movie like this once a year. The
Yeah.
hard R comedy kind of.
All
thing.
the side characters are great. That the one friend who's like, oh my God, it's a jerk off fest in there. It's just covered in cum, everything, talking about her kids. And it's got a couple like lights out scenes. And then like Maya Rudolph basically in this supporting role. It's like she easily could have been the lead. But
Mm-hmm.
everything about this movie's on
Rose Byrne too. I feel like Rose
Yeah.
Byrne's amazing in it.
This is one of the most loaded casts, I think, of any
Yeah.
movie in the last 15 years. Looking back, we're like, oh, they're in it, and they're in it, they're in it.
Yeah, I didn't watch Gilmore Girls, so I didn't really know anything about Melissa McCarthy before this movie came out. And I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Number 17, This Is the End.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's so funny though,
This is
because
the movie Ben and I have watched the most together.
you guys know this, having done hundreds of these, but like comedy rewatchables episodes are harder to do.
Yeah.
Because
than
you're just like,
than
this is really
dramas.
funny.
Yeah, because it's hard to not just repeat the jokes and laugh
Yeah.
a lot, which is I think it's fun for us, but like it's not as chewy to get into them as some of the dramas. But you have a lot of comedies.
It was interesting also just generationally that this was like a huge Craig, Danny Heifetz movie, that this is the one that they're like, this is the classic, which I do agree with. And it is such an amazing little like time capsule of all these people as they're getting really, really, really famous.
It's one of the best things about it is it's really the end of this specific era. Like for some people, this was about the peak, or it was right before it was about to
Right.
slide the other direction. But just all the inside Hollywood stuff is really funny too. Everything about it. Danny McBride. Number 16, Limitless.
Really?
It's great.
This is good list making.
This is a great pick.
Yeah.
Do you?
I can't tell you how many times I've watched this movie
We
over
d-
the last 10 years.
We were talking about this.
We did
week.
this on Rewatchables like 5 years ago.
But I was saying how, like I'm on the brink of 44. I'm about to fall off the cliff. Like it's really hard. We have one of those like 3-pod days where you're just like my brain is leaking out of my ears. And there are times where I'm like, I wish I had the Limitless drug. Like
You guys were
I
texting
need
about
it.
this yesterday, and I was like, I don't really feel that much different at 48 than I did at 44. But then I had to do a ad read for Wayfair and wondered whether I could read still. I couldn't spell Wayfair for the URL. And I was like, what's happening? What is happening to me?
Hey, your brain gets scrambled.
Yeah.
This movie is kind of perfect with the pace.
Mm-hmm.
Every moment of the movie you can jump into and it's good. And it's really well done. It's hilarious that De Niro's in this, taking it seriously.
Super
So funny.
serious. Yeah.
It's the movie that made Cooper a star, I think. It wasn't Hangover. It really, like, he needed one of these where it's like, oh, wow, this is going to be good too. And then he was
Yeah.
off.
What political office does he win or run for at the end of this
Eddie?
movie? Yeah. Is it
I think he's running for like mayor of New York or governor of New York or something.
Zoran.
Yeah. He's like, he figures out how to microdose at the end. He's
Yeah.
like, you don't understand. That car there is going to crash into that car in 2 seconds. And De Niro turns around, and there's a car crash. He's like,
Oh,
"What's
and it's in like because like De Niro's like, I'm going to take away your supply, and he's like, no, I've been building my own lab.
Yeah.
We're making it.
How is there not a sequel to this movie?
Well, they
Well, there
made
was
the
a
TV
TV
show.
Yeah, but there should be a 2, right? He lives at the end, right?
You know how I know that other people feel this way about Limitless? Because it's on all the time on every channel. It's always on. It's all over the place. I'm upset that you're not more into it.
What are you talking
You're
about?
gonna
I did the
give it another
rewatchables
chance.
with you.
I know, but I feel like you're falling off a little bit.
No, I just couldn't remember what political office you. And I'm surprised it went above like I'm surprised it's above some of these movies. I'm surprised
No.
it's above John Wick 2. I'm surprised it's above.
It's sick to put it over Dark Knight in No
Yeah.
Country.
Listen, CR, I didn't say the list made sense. I'm just talking about what I've watched the most times.
It's awesome.
Okay. You just want us to sit here and be like, great job, Bill. This is
No,
awesome.
I wanted you to push back.
I saw it one time and I definitely enjoyed it.
I
definitely
really
enjoyed
like
it.
Limitless. I've seen it a lot of times.
I like when he drinks the blood.
Yeah.
I told you we're going to get weird. Number 15, not that weird, Sideways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watched it a lot.
Yeah.
You get to go somewhere. I get to go into San Ynez and do some wine tasting.
That was a fun
Giamatti
episode.
Tour de Force.
Yeah. Well, we got to learn all about all your wine history.
yeah.
And lore.
yeah. I like all the wine stuff. It's got a couple great rewatchable moments, like the big scene with what's her face,
Virginia Madsen.
Virginia
yeah.
Madsen.
Yeah, explaining the
She's
Pinot
got her
Noir.
big like Oscar monologue, and the ending's good. I like
Thomas Hayden Church is really good in this.
I like beating down characters who it's like maybe they aren't going to be that successful at the end.
Yeah.
The highlight of this guy's life might be just going back and teaching.
Right.
Well, the revelation that his novel sucks is really funny.
Yeah. Number 14, probably the most controversial one on the list, Spotlight.
I mean, it's a tough rewatch, but it's got everything we look for.
That's the
in a
thing.
movie.
It should be a tough rewatch, and yet I always rewatch it. And for the same reasons I always watch All the President's Men. Just the media putting together this puzzle of something, and people trying to investigate, and all the acting's really good. Obviously, we did this pretty early. We had the Ruffalo Award. And I don't really understand why I always get sucked into it because it's not a feel-good movie. It ends with
I'm sure some of it is like the Boston and
that's
also
another
Boston
thing. I was
media
there for
stuff.
it. Yeah, I was there
But
when
it's
this
just
happened.
a process movie. It's just them going through phone books, going through records and stuff.
And we just showed it at Coolidge Corner, right? And people dug it, like it's 10 years now this year.
Yeah. And there's like also like you get to like the 7th spot in the lineup and Crudup and Jamie Sheridan are absolutely like dealing.
Every scene is just a home run in this movie. And I think one of the reasons I appreciate it so much when I watch it is how hard it is to make a movie like this successful.
Yep.
Because we've seen the bad versions of this, right?
Yes.
Like what was the one, the Me Too movie that
She
said. Like that, they'll do versions of this where it's like, oh, this is actually really hard to do these.
Yeah.
Or even like what Goldman wrote about All the President's Men of just, how do you do this? How do you get all this information? How do you bring all these characters in? It's really good. Number 13, Before Sunset.
Gotta be.
no notes.
The second one, not the first one for people.
We
listening,
did that on
but
the show this year.
Yeah, we've done multiple Before Sunset content, so don't need to
Have
go
you
over
thought
that.
about Midnight more?
I have.
Okay.
What's funny
it's
is
sad.
I've only seen it once.
I had a really funny conversation with a close colleague of ours about not getting divorced the other day and how it's very important to not get divorced. And that movie is a really interesting exploration of not getting divorced.
Was this person on the fence?
No, neither of us were
You
on
guys
the
were
fence.
both being like, we're married. Yeah.
No, we were just like, I've
thought
met
we were
people
having
who've
that-
gotten divorced and it has like scooped out their soul,
Yeah.
like it's, and even more so if you have kids and just like how messy it is. And that whole movie is like, how far can we take being honest with each other without it ending?
Yeah.
The Midnight is.
That's probably why I've only watched it once. It was
It's
too
hard.
raw.
It's rough.
It's a hard movie.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke was like, I love it, man. Let's go. Number 12, Old School.
Yeah. Also
Yes.
now a little underrated.
Yes.
So part of this
This was a very fun rewatchables. This was early.
this list favors a little bit the movies from the 2000s just from totality. This movie's been in our lives more often. This movie came out in 2003.
Yep.
But the, it's just influential, still funny. Can pop it on anytime. Can pop into any part of the movie, basically.
Crucial Luke Wilson performance.
This is the origin of the Luke Wilson could have been Harrison Ford take, which lives in infamy. You know who loved that take? Cameron Crowe.
Did he?
He was all in.
Really?
He really did. Forgot to tell you that.
He was like, I agree.
He
Right?
just was like 100%. Did one
It,
of
was
those.
not, it wasn't like well, I got Chris's back. It was like we all know
Right.
this.
Right.
Yeah. It was a we all know this.
Which of course
Did
we
Cameron
don't.
Crowe watch We Own This City?
No, I don't think so.
Number 11, Fast Five.
Two Fast
two
and Furious
Fast
movies.
Fast Five's just an
Okay.
unbelievable achievement.
Okay.
It's set in Brazil.
Okay.
It moves 17 times. There's like probably 5 great set pieces, and then one of the best endings of any action movie this century. And it's like when they really figured out the formula. They peak. It's the peak of this is the
Who's
96
the villain
Bulls.
in this?
It's a guy that they steal money from who then tries to kill all of them.
Okay.
It's the
It's
peak
not
of the
Charlize
franchise.
yet, right?
No.
No. This is
That's
before they started to kind of get too ambitious, and it's unrealistic, but still realistic. It's before the wheels started to come off.
Okay.
Fast 6, they're dropping cars from helicopters and they're just landing and driving, and that's when. But 5 is like realistic. But we're in Brazil. The Rock comes in.
The Rock's in this one. That's
Yeah, The Rock shows up.
Is this the last time The Rock shows up on your list?
Yes.
You thought Smashing Machine #1?
Jungle Cruise?
Yeah.
Number 10, Step Brothers.
A lot of comedies.
Yeah. A lot of comedies.
This is
It's
a guy.
almost-
This is a guy who loves to laugh.
Well, it's like a funeral though for this era of comedies.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is kind of
Comedies
a
are
eulogy.
rewatchable, it turns out.
yeah. They really are. We grew up watching the same 25 comedies over and over again. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's how it works anymore.
This is for the Simmons fam, a staple.
Yes.
Tour de Force, still really funny. Everybody's good in it. Can't believe how many good actors and random people are in it. The Catalina thing is just all-time funny. The Billy
The
Joel.
deleted scenes. I mean, honestly, Step
Everything's
Brothers.
great.
I would be able to do Step Brothers as many times as Heat. Like, there's
Yeah.
just like
Richard Jenkins explaining that when he grew up, he wanted to be a dinosaur, and his dad took that away from him, and he told him he couldn't be a dinosaur. And he tells his kids that don't let them take that away from you. It's incredible. It's great.
Number 9, Taken.
Mm,
90 minutes. Perfect.
okay.
Just a perfect movie. Great father-daughter movie. Watch it again now
Yeah,
that you
that's
have
exactly
a
what I want to
daughter.
be thinking about.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I watched it with my daughter when she was like 10.
That
They're
is-
like,
this
this is
is
why you can't go
Albanians.
to.
this is Albanians.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this
This is why you can't go to France by
Elisha
yourself.
Cuthbert going to a U2 concert is the premise.
No, it's not Elisha
It's
Cuthbert.
not allowed. How dare you?
No, it's Maggie Grace.
girl,
Oh, Maggie,
Maggie
Grace. My
Grace.
bad. Yeah.
Playing young, she's probably in her mid-20s, playing like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to both of them.
Great lessons from this movie, including don't lie to your father. You might get kidnapped
That's
by
a very
Albanians.
important
Yeah, this is.
lesson,
This, I feel like this is both personal for you, but also like you love Liam Neeson executing guys.
When was the last time you saw it, Sierra?
It's been a while.
Sierra, this movie's impeccable. It's just, it's
It
an absolute
inspired
achievement.
A whole wave of
I mean, Liam
Action
Neeson has
movies
made like
just like
20
it.
movies
Yeah.
like this.
You know what I really appreciate about this movie is it's tight.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-ounce filet mignon.
Mm.
It's like, do you want the 12-ounce? No, I just want the 8-ounce.
Mm.
I'm gonna take 20 bites of this and dip it in some steak sauce. I watched it on an airplane recently because it was on JetBlue, and there were no games on, and I was just around. It was on like AMC or one of those things. I was like, great, lock it down. I'll do some emails. Just have Taken on.
What's your steak sauce of choice? Like you like a
whatever,
béarnaise,
whatever
like a
is there.
chimichurri,
Whatever,
Hey,
like,
what doesn't
whatever the
matter.
chef recommends with this
Okay.
cut. Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Mayo.
My favorite scene in Taken is when he shoots Jean-Claude's wife in the arm when he's trying to get information. She thinks he's there for dinner, Liam Neeson, but he's there to get information from Jean-Claude, whatever his name is. And now they have guns. And Liam Neeson shoots his wife in the arm. And the guy does this. He's like, relax, it's a flesh wound. We haven't even seen what happened to the boat yet. This movie's great. You get to go to different parts of Europe. We get to dive into the seedy world of kidnapping and auctioning.
Yeah.
And then he kills everybody in the end and gets his daughter back.
I got to tell you,
And she's fine except for the 2 days of heroin.
is a flesh wound something that only happens in movies, or can you really get a flesh wound in real life and be fine?
This was just happened in another movie where someone got shot in the arm and it went right through. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
it feels like
Like, I'm
sometimes it
good.
would just
I'm
hit
good,
your
yeah.
bone, right?
But if it hits your bone, it shatters
Yeah,
your
it
bone.
shatters your bone.
That's not what you want.
Number 8, Superbad.
Yeah.
Big, long, sprawling, funny movie. Has not aged badly in any way.
No, it's the
from-
counterpoint to Mean Girls, right?
Yeah.
This
Ben
is
Simmons loves it. We've watched it many times. All the cameos are hilarious.
Hader and Rogan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably like some of the
I don't need
funniest
to make a
10
case for
minutes
this.
of screen time
Emma
ever.
Stone.
Nudging right ahead of it in the 7th spot, The Hangover.
Wow.
Wow, this is a laugh riot from you.
I really battled between 7 and 8 with those two, and I thought The Hangover.
It's going to be amazing if 6 is like 12 Years a Slave.
I think The Hangover, what nudged it for me is Not at the Table, Carlos, which I think is one of the funniest things ever said in a movie. When they're pretending to jerk off the baby and Zach Galifianakis goes, "Not at the table, Carlos." There's nothing funnier. It's just it's the peak.
I love The Hangover.
The ending's great. Closing credits.
Mm-hmm.
The Dan band coming in and singing
yeah,
at the
Dan
end.
Band's fucking incredible.
Every time you think it's like losing steam, it gets really funny again.
Cooper is really. This was my preferred Cooper.
Yeah, it's great.
Like absolute shitbag. Yeah.
This is your
movie's-
favorite Bartha too, right?
Yeah, this is my favorite Bartha.
It's a grand slam. Roller Girl.
Oh, well,
Just
yeah.
killing it yet
Yeah,
again.
Heather, of course.
All right, now we're down to the top 6. Probably wouldn't have been easy or hard for you guys to figure out the top 6. Number 6, Miami Vice.
Mm.
Well done. I really respect this and love you for this.
You know, when I told CR I'd need his time on Friday, he responded, "Time is luck." This
This movie
movie
fucking rules.
is aged incredibly. It looks great.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with it. I love that we did a podcast with Colin Farrell where he seemed surprised that we liked it so much.
And he didn't have any recollection of making it.
Didn't really remember making it
Yeah.
all.
We were like, any stories? He was just like, no. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like, was I in that movie? The boat scene all the way to Cuba, all that part is one of the best 10 minutes from a rewatchable standpoint that we have.
Dude,
in
it's
life.
just somehow I was like watching the John Hawkes highway scene the other day, and I was like, this is what an amazing opening to a movie. It's just John Hawkes.
It just goes. It goes. The movie starts. We're already going. The movie ends. We're still going. He's
Yeah.
like walking to the hospital.
I'm not even sure, like, the bad guys at the end of the movie, are they the bad guys for the other 2/3 of the movie? Like the white power.
We don't want to
mess
say too
gang?
much because this was Sean's number one for the 25 of 25.
The celebration and re-celebration of this movie is a mass delusion among middle-aged men. That's just one of my takes. This movie does not work.
Who
When
invited
have
him?
you
So
last
weird.
actually
You
done the
haven't
work?
even watched it since it's on the
I
theater.
saw it in theaters and I was like, absolutely not.
But you have? Do you have like?
It's terrible
Do
take.
you have a good
But
copy of it?
you guys just said you
It's a
have
really
to
bad
watch
take.
Black Hat 10 times to get it. I'm not gonna fucking
I-
do
You
that.
saw one battle like 5 times.
Black
I
Hat's
loved
less
one battle,
defensible.
but I loved one battle on
Black
at
Hat's
first
less
blush.
defensible.
Many people love Miami Vice, and I know that you both.
Are
do,
you
and
excited about Butler and Jordan?
Is that who we landed on?
Isn't that who they kind of like landed on?
I don't know if they have officially announced it for the new Miami Vice
Yeah.
movie. You mean Austin Butler? And
I
Michael
always
B.
get
Jordan.
nervous anytime they remake IP that I really like.
but
And
that's
there's a
what
couple
this is.
sacred-
This already is that.
I know, but what
But
I like
by the
about
guy,
this,
You know,
they
That's true.
They completely reinvented it in a really cool mid 2000s way. And then there's also this like, oh, what would happen if they could have shot the original ending that man wanted to do? Like fun little side piece of this. There's great information about it and great screen movie,
Mm-hmm.
great cable rewatchable, great 4K,
great
Blu-ray,
soundtrack
great everything.
As you know, I hate that Linkin
Mogwai
Park shit.
playing over.
And man, like tapping into this weird like advanced metal rock era that I think was this era that wasn't even an era.
The Audio Slave era.
Yeah, it lasted like 5 minutes.
I like that in Collateral.
Yeah.
Number 5, The Departed.
Yeah. Fucking rips. To me, the definition of a rewatchable. The definition.
I think it's the first one we did twice.
Departed and reparted, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could do the 3-parted when we go to Netflix.
just
for
so
this.
fun.
So good.
Such a fun time.
It's perfect. Leo and Damon at the perfect time of their career.
Yep.
Nicholson just deranged.
Is this the last great Nicholson? Or is it about Schmitz after this or something, right?
Mm-mm. That's before it.
World need plenty of bartenders.
I think it
He's-
probably is the last great Nicholson.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because he's like early 70s at this point.
He's been retired for 15 years.
Number 4, The Town.
Over The Departed.
It's a strong take.
So,
Is this?
but that's not a take.
It's pure rewatches. right?
It's what I've rewatched more in the 21st century.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've watched The Town more. I think I've been sucked in more. I just think I know the movie better. And I think it's 4. What do you have, CR?
I would have these flipped personally, but
You've seen Departed slightly more.
definitely seen it more than The Town. Yeah.
See, I have The Town goes to another level to me because of the Boston stuff and how
Sure.
they do the locations. And I just like being in the North End and great Affleck, Blake Lively. Though I think I've watched it slightly more.
Yeah.
Does your appreciation for the Colleen Hoover adaptation increase your affection for Lively's performance in this movie? Did you see It Ends With Us? Did you watch the movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It's number 2.
I didn't love it.
Didn't love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me neither.
I don't know if I'm trying to think if there's a scene in The Departed that lives as large for us as whose car are we taking? And there
Or
goes
just Renner in general.
and there goes college soccer.
Or Shine.
What's your? Can you do a little of your postulate?
Gave her a little taste. You gotta gild them chemically.
I live 2 blocks from the ice rink. I have a lot of like geographical ties to this movie too. I just love the
Yeah.
town.
How many banks did you rob as a young man?
Never. It never went over the hill. Number 3, Anchorman.
Yeah.
Still haven't done it.
Still haven't done it.
What are you waiting for?
It's a couple that we just haven't done yet. Saving them.
It's immaculate. It was on our list too. It's it is a
It's the highest comedy on this list. It's the comedy I've seen, rewatched, relived, cracked open the most times.
I laugh to a point where I feel like I'm hallucinating when I watch this movie.
It's a movie to me that is like a song where I've just memorized all the, not just the lyrics, but the way that the lyrics are sung. When he's like, ha ha, ha ha ha, you know, just like the intonations of everything that Farrell does is really,
I think
special.
if I did this list 5 years from now, Anchorman 2 would be on it, but I'm not quite there. That was like a recent
You've been
last 6
pushing
years
that
thing for
lately.
me.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in that one.
Do you know, is there like an Anchorman 2 version where you can get like the complete, or
There's
like
an alternate movie,
there's an
I think,
alternate
of.
movie, right?
With more sex scenes? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, but is there like when they did the physical release of Anchorman 2, is the other movie on there, or like this sort of
I think the alternate movie is Anchorman 1 and then
Yeah,
Anchorman 2 is like
you mean Wake Up Ron Burgundy?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
second movie. That's on the first one.
Okay.
That was like all shot concurrent with the first movie, and then they stitched it together from the cut scenes, basically. Which is also Wake Up Ron Burgundy is really funny too.
Yeah. Number 2, Social Network.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very special.
Perfect for a rewatchable standpoint. Jump in at any time.
I was
Exceptionally well
just
done.
rewatching this the other day. It happened to be on cable.
Really
Strangely.
fun. Has gained like a different level of relevance the more and more we know about Zuckerberg, which
Yeah.
we talked about when we did the pod 5 years ago. And even since then, it's even more interesting.
So, thoughts on the sequel?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a chance mentally. I don't feel like it's a money grab.
Sorkin writing and directing. Jeremy Strong,
Jeremy
and
Strong
Jeremy
is
Allen
Zuckerberg,
White,
and Jeremy Allen White's the Wall Street Journal reporter, right?
and Mikey Madison.
Is the whistleblower.
Yeah. Good cast. It's a risk. It's a risk. This is a movie with an immaculate reputation.
That was 2, right?
What do you think number 1 is?
I think it's
I like that he's looking at me like to see what my poker hand is. I don't think you're going to get it. But you will.
you haven't done a PTA, you haven't done a Tarantino. What do you think it is?
You had to factor in family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Is it 50 First Dates?
No, but that almost made the list.
I know that's a big one for your fam.
I don't personally like that movie that much. So I always feel like I was an unwilling participant in 50 First Dates.
Interesting.
Is it season 2 of Euphoria?
No. It is The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I would not have guessed that.
I think I've seen it the most times, and there's reasons for that, including my wife and my daughter. It's probably their favorite movie, but I always get sucked in. If it's on, I'll be like, oh, I kind of like this part. Really fun to make fun of as you watch it. Perfectly done. It's really well acted. Anne Hathaway and Blunt are fantastic in it.
Mm-hmm.
Streep, it's probably my favorite Meryl Streep performance.
Sure.
The music's good. It's a fun hang. You get to go places. There's a costume change. You get to go to Paris, and everybody in the house can watch it. I think we achieved Rewatchable's perfection with Devil Wears Prada.
This is honestly like a great zag from you. I did not expect Devil Wears Prada at the top.
But it wasn't even really a zag. It's kind of the answer.
So when you were
I've watched this movie the most
list,
times.
when you were conceiving of this list, were you immediately like, I know Devil Wears Prada is number one?
I knew it was going to be in the top 5, but then as I started stacking the 5 together and really thinking like, all right, amount of times. This, like, I could put this on at my holiday party, and my wife just would have gravitated over to the TV.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those.
It's really interesting that your number 1 and number 2 are both getting sequels in 2026.
What does that tell you, though?
That is resonating in
movies that were always
rewatchability.
Yeah.
I think Devil Wears Prada will be on for this entire century. It's weirdly ageless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it like losing steam. And I don't think the Social Network will lose steam either.
No.
I don't think The Town will. What's interesting about like the top 5, all those movies will keep going. Anchorman might have the toughest case.
I don't think so. I mean, like, it'll maybe have like 3 or 4 years of like people aren't talking about it as much, but I don't.
Yeah. It's
never going to be
in
like
the 70s. I don't know, like, would a 19-year-old right now like Anchorman? I don't know. Like, my son doesn't really care about Anchorman, which I think is interesting.
What comedy wise, what does Ben think is funny? Like, does he like Tim Robinson, or does
his peak is This Is the End and Superbad, those movies.
So the younger kids, yeah.
The Apatow stuff.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Devil Wears Prada is a great pick, especially under the rubric of rewatchability, because it is a movie that people just have.
So what would your number
what
one
movie have you
most
watched the most
rewatchable
times?
movie?
There Will Be Blood's the movie I've rewatched the most times this century, because it was the movie. It was the movie the first time I saw it. I was like, that's my favorite movie. Like, that was just I'd not seen anything, and we talked about it when we did our episode about that movie. So that would be pretty high up there. But I'm trying to think of what's something that is like not this like heavy weight.
Yeah, I
like,
love that movie, but I think I've only seen it 3 times.
Yeah, I've watched it like at least 20 times. I've seen it a lot. But I'm trying to think of like what's kind of more in that like Collateral or Step Brothers zone, where it's just like I just like having this on, that thing that you're describing, as opposed to like I'm studying this thing that means a lot to me, and there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
So what is it for you?
I mean,
it's Miami Vice.
The more I think about it, it might be Sicario and Miami Vice are the 2 movies that I've probably put on the most.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards is high up there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like movies like Den of Thieves that I actually I've actually fired up a lot.
I also think situation affects it. Like, my wife doesn't like Inglourious Bastards.
It's true, right?
So I don't. It doesn't make the cut because it's like, oh, I hate this movie. Like, it's one of those.
Yeah. Drive.
Yeah, but I haven't rewatched it in the last couple of years. It's funny. Like, I could easily do the movies I have rewatched, but they're not from this era. Like, it's like I know that I watch Die Hard once a year. I know I watch Jaws.
But that's the thing. The 80s, 90s, this would have been so much harder.
Yeah, it's different.
The 21st century, especially. Like, I think the only one from this decade I had was Maverick.
Yeah.
But I think 10 years from now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will probably be on it.
I mean, I know this would not even be in the top 10, but one that would be a surprise on my list would be the Scream reboot with Emma Roberts.
Wow. That's a good one.
I just rewatched it like a bunch of times in Scream rewatches, but also it's like my wife and I really like it, and so we just will like sometimes like we're bored, we'll just throw that Scream on. It's a really random one.
Hard Zach.
Yeah.
The thing is, if like I lived alone and I didn't have anyone in the house, I think the list looks different.
Sure.
It's probably Miami Vice 1 and 2. It's just 1 and 2.
Squid and the Whale is a movie that was just on in my house all the time when I was living in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Like that was just a movie that I immediately was like, this is my energy. This is exactly the tempo. And that's another movie that's like 84 minutes. So you can just, it's very tight.
That's so
you gotta
depressing.
kind of get in and get out. It is, but I don't know.
It is Brooklyn, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what's interesting though? Out of all those movies, if 2000 was included, I would have had Almost Famous 1 and Castaway 2
Sure.
Yeah.
over every movie I just did.
Almost Famous is not on our list because it's not an Amanda movie, and she wouldn't put it on. But if it was just me, it would be in my
It's
top
funny.
10.
Some people don't like
She
it.
just
I
isn't
remember
into
that
it.
was a big Jay Kang thing.
Yeah, he didn't
He didn't like
Fuck
it
that
either.
movie.
Really?
He was like really angry about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
some people hate it.
Yeah.
And then other
don't
people
know.
are
I
like,
think it's
if I'm
great.
not on the rewatchables, I'm resigning from the Ringer.
Yeah.
Multiple people,
At least
not
12
just Julia.
people. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. Like that wouldn't, if you were including 2000s, that would be really high. Or the year 2000.
I just watched Castaway last week
Did you?
from beginning to end because it was on Netflix and I had to do some work stuff and I was like, all right.
How does the plane crash explosion look better than anything that happened in any movie with CGI in 2025? I still don't understand how that scene is so good.
And like way more harrowing than you kind of want to
Yeah.
when that guy's on the ground, like, like the one pilot.
Yeah.
It's awful. Like you really feel terrible
Did
watching
it
it.
predate Lost? It did.
Oh,
yeah,
it
Lost is like
predated
Castaway
by 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
It's funny
the-
because The Martian's like that too, which I did not have on the list
that's a
because
good one.
I didn't kind of keep revisiting it. I watched it a few times. And
Oh,
then,
Martian would definitely be on my list.
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah.
it's the same thing of the what would I do?
No Ridley Scott for you.
Nothing.
You didn't have any Ridley Scott
I would
movies.
have of the Scott brothers. I would definitely have Martian for Ridley. I would probably have Prometheus for Ridley, and I would have definitely Unstoppable.
So
Mhm.
Unstoppable was a tough cut.
Yeah.
Listen, I already have some regrets with the list.
What's
It's
the
a hard-
saddest
hard
movie you
thing to
have on
do.
that list?
Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Guys, thanks for listening to my top 50.
Was this being recorded?
Yeah, it was actually. I didn't just invite you
It's
over.
live. It's broadcast.
Are we on YouTube?
So what was your top 3 movies I've rewatched the most and from the 21st century? There Will Be Blood.
Yeah. Inglourious
Social
Bastards
Network?
would be up there. Wolf of Wall Street would be up there. Departed would be up there. All the movies from my guys, my bros. Zodiac would be really high on
Zodiac's
my list.
very high up there for me.
Michael Clayton would be really high for me.
That's a great call.
I think something got fucked up. Zodiac was supposed to be on this. I knew I was
No.
going to make a mistake.
Proof of Life over Zodiac.
No.
What was the Adam Sandler Brooklyn Decker movie over Zodiac?
Just go with it.
I would
Zodi-
probably have Nice Guys in my list.
I swear to God, Zodiac was in the 30s and then I was moving stuff around. And I think it just got cut.
R.I.P. Just like the Zodiac Killer, we still don't know.
Yeah.
God damn it. Zodiac was in there. I wonder what I bumped for Zodiac.
I believe we should
Didn't
read
know.
Zodiac.
Zodiac was in there.
I'm sorry.
Zodiac's definitely in there
I have
for
a
me.
6-hour pod in me about Zodiac anytime you
Well,
want to
we
do it.
did it, but I wasn't on it, which gives
Yes.
us an excuse
We
to
should
redo
rezo.
it.
We did it with
Yeah.
Greenwald, but it was like a 47-minute pod
Yeah.
in 2017.
All right, we'll definitely redo that. Zodiac, so that was my big forget. So, and I'm sure I forgot like 1 or 2 others that people will.
Yeah, I mean,
Mention.
there's no way to do it perfectly.
I
You
tried.
did-
I went through all the rewatchables list. I went through like everything I own on Blu-ray or DVD, and I think I got everything, but
Yeah.
I missed Zodiac, so obviously I
It
didn't.
happens.
What is there anything else? Have you thought of anything else that is in your top 5 rewatched?
No, I Nice Guys was the one that just jumped
Nice
to my
Guys.
mind.
So that I think 5 years from now, Nice Guys will be on the list for me.
I watched
'Cause
it on a
I'm
plane
just
this year.
starting to
It was
really
amazing.
like.
Did you see Crow was like, people always are asking for a Nice Guys sequel, and me and Ryan Gosling, we just have a title, but the title makes us laugh. And he was like, the title is Nice Guys 2, Mexican Detectives. And I was just like, holy shit.
Well, the other guys is the other one that has been growing on
Really
me.
good. Really good.
The Eva Mendes scene
Yeah.
is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yes, when Wahlberg can't believe that he's like, who are you?
Yes. All right. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks,
Thanks
Bill.
to Gahav for producing. Sorry Craig couldn't be here. He's away. Hope you enjoyed.